Hey guys, it's me, Christy Lee, and today is day one of not having any internet or phone. Thankfully, I am still able to use my computer on my phone. I don't know what I would do. Did I say my computer on my phone? I meant my camera on my phone. So at least I'll feel like I still get to talk to you guys. I won't get to post these, obviously, until my phone is turned back on. And, so this morning, so far, I have just been trying to figure out ways that we could come up with a little extra money this week. We did get just a little more than I had originally told you guys. I know I'm not supposed to be talking about this stuff. I know I'm not. But, I'm thinking about doing a small yard sale, like a front porch sale, and just putting out a bunch of the GameStop, Dumpster Dive, fine, I don't know. And then, like, I have a bunch of clothes that I don't wear, and some of them are really nice dresses that I got when one of our malls went out of business, and they were trying to get rid of everything and still make a little bit of money. So I got, like, this really pretty Calvin Klein dress that was originally priced at, like, $180 or $190. I think I got it for, like, 19 or 17 or something like that, and I never wore it because I don't really wear dresses unless there is a super special occasion. And I also bought some other things over the years over clearance that I, like when I wanted to start to dress up and dress a little better, present myself better to the world, I just can't get into it. Like, one is this really nice red blouse. It's cut off sleeves, and it's got some kind of decorative, like beading and kind of, I don't know what you call it, but never wore it, and I've had it for probably 5 years now. You know how, like, sometimes girls buy 3 pairs of the same shoes to match 3 different outfits? That's what I did a long time ago. This one pair of shoe, I have a pair in black, a pair in silver or platinum, whatever you want to call them, and a pair in like brown corkboard type cork. They look better than they sound, but I wore each of them once, and that was it. So I've got all that, and then I've got tons of old bottles that I found that maybe I could sell for couple cents a piece. We've got lots of posters from GameStop that we could probably sell for $1 a piece. I've got some large size, full size bottles of things that have never been used that I could probably sell for $2, $3. It's not a lot, but anything we could do could help. We still have some scrap that we could take to the scrap yard. We could possibly pawn some things. I don't want to have to do that. Chances are we won't be able to get them. And then I put my van, the van that I was driving before we got into the accident earlier this year, before I got this truck, I put my van up on Craigslist, but the only responses I've gotten so far are scammers trying to get me to deposit a cashier's check into my bank and then pull out the money and send them part of it, and that's all scams. And I really wanted to mess with them because it would be fun, but I haven't done it. And now that my phone is off and all that, I can't even receive messages about it anymore. So, I don't know. And then, all I can think of is to go around collecting cans, or I don't really like, when I was a kid and I was trying to come up with money, like, I used to offer to rake people's yards and pick up sticks and stuff, but you can't do that as an adult. Maybe you can, but even when I was a kid, people would open their door and hear me say what I had to say, and they're like, what makes you think that I can't do that? And so I can only imagine, a 30-something-year-old woman come knocking on your door and saying, hey, can I pick up sticks in your yard for $10? It comes to that. Hopefully it won't. I know next week is going to be better, and the week after that is going to be much better. There's just so much that needs to happen this week that we're just not able to do. So yeah, this video was supposed to be about how I'm dealing with not having internet. Not about all the other stuff. So honestly, I guess it's not that bad right now because I've only been sitting here for an hour, but I still have 7 to go and an entire week of it. So we'll see. These videos, or this video, they're probably going to be a lot longer than the other ones because it's all I have to do right now. So I hope you don't mind. You guys were so awesome yesterday. I'm going to wipe this camera off. Okay, that didn't fix anything. You guys were so awesome yesterday when I told you guys what was going to be going on. You were all just so sweet and so... you guys never cease to amaze me, honestly. I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome. But yeah, I'm coming back for sure. Obviously, if you're watching this, I'm hopefully back or something. I'm not leaving. Not leaving, but you guys are just amazing. And I think you should know that. I'm going to shut the camera off for now, I guess, because I really don't truly have anything to talk about. And, I'll come back if I do, I guess. I don't know. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye. I worked a little bit today. Got my little boots and my little knee pads on. Me looking all spiffy. Hey guys, good morning. It's Friday morning and I broke this little thing that you guys sit on. So if you get wiggly or you fall over, that's why it's broken. It's a selfie stick, but it was a cheap selfie stick. I got it for $5 at Five Below last year or the year before, I don't remember. And it's broken now, so yeah, I worked for about an hour this morning because when we got here this morning, his foreman wasn't here. And we waited a little while for him to show up, and we didn't have a phone to call and make sure that we were at the right job or anything. So we just decided to go in and start working. And I worked for about an hour before his foreman showed up. And now that he's there, there's nothing really for me to do. So I just vacuumed and helped measure and cut and pop lines and primed the floor. Easy stuff, easy peasy. So last night was our first evening without our phones, and at first we were kind of sitting in the living room after we got home, and we were both just like, all right, well, this sucks. But we put on Supernatural, the TV series with Sam and Dean and the ghost hunting, or spirit hunt. We did in last night and started over from the beginning, from the very beginning, and it was a nice change to just lay in bed and kind of cuddle and watch TV, because normally what we do is, even though the TV's on, and we usually have like Ancient Aliens in the background because we don't have cable, so everything is DVDs or TV box sets or TV series. So normally we have something on in the background, but we're both just playing on our phones or watching YouTube, which doesn't make any sense, but for some reason we kind of feel like we need to have the TV on. We could probably cut down on a little bit of energy if we'd stop doing that. We got a little bit of one-on-one time together, and we had gone to the Dollar Tree to get a cheap dinner. We got macaroni and Spam. It's not actually Spam, it's luncheon loaf. And so it was $2. Actually a really nice evening, and we went to bed relatively early. I think I watched probably 3 more episodes of the Supernatural than he did, because he fell asleep a little before me. But yeah, it wasn't so bad. And the only thing I've really missed, other than obviously you guys, is anytime I have a question, I want to know something, Google and YouTube are my encyclopedia and dictionary and history books, and you know, they're everything. I can almost find out anything I want. Well, we can almost find out anything we want to know on the internet. And I don't know what I did before Google. I don't remember spending a whole lot of time at the library or anything, so I guess I just went with a whole bunch of unanswered questions my whole life. Good news is that supposedly Eric's foreman has a side job this afternoon after he gets off work, and he told Eric that he can come help him and he'll pay him $100 cash. So the day 2 of not having phone or internet is not that bad. Things like that. That's not what I meant to say. That's my little reminder that I need to pay my car payment. Alright, I'm going to hop off here because I've already caught you up on everything so far. So I'm going to go, and I'll come back if there's anything to add to it. I love you guys. I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. Okay, bye. Okay, so I just spent the last hour going back through my planner and going over all of our rent payments and balances and things like that. And I figured out exactly how we got as behind as we have. And a lot of it has to do with all the things happening back to back to back. So it's just basically every other week we're able to pay something, but not as much as we needed to get caught back up. So at least now I know exactly what happened. I can see every detail of what happened, and it makes me feel a little bit better. Just wanted to tell you guys, you know, that I was working my mathematical stuffs. I love working with money and keeping balances and things like that. Crunching numbers is one of my favorite things to do. So I enjoy that, and I enjoy making budgets and sticking to it, and I get high off of saving money. So I'm sure there's a job out there that would be perfect for me, but I don't know what it is, and I'm sure I don't have the qualifications, you know, school-wise or experience-wise. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that. It's, we got an hour till lunch. Got to use the bathroom and try to wait it out. And, yeah. So there's that. There's a little update. Alright, bye. Alright, so I just went and got our lunch. I decided to go ahead and go early so that when Eric gets off for lunch, he doesn't have to waste half of it riding around to these places with me and then feel like he didn't even get a break. So I went to McDonald's, got a 2 for $3, so it's $3.21 for that. And instead of getting a medium or large drink from there, which would have been $1.59 to $1.79, I need to move because there's a branch hanging over my tree and it's scratching the top of my truck. There's a branch hanging over my tree. Did you hear that? There's a branch hanging over my truck and it's scratching it. Anyway, rather than paying $1.60 or $1.80 for a drink from McDonald's, I went to Circle K and I got the extra large. And it is extra large too. Oh, you can't see anything. The extra large. It's bigger than my head. For 85 cents after tax, 85 cents. So that's a better deal. And now I'm waiting for Eric to get out here. We're gonna eat our lunch, and then I'm gonna sit down and try to think about, for the 4 weeks that I worked with Eric so far, what his checks have come out to. Some of them don't seem quite right. Like, I feel like I didn't even make any money. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to look at the hours he worked and I worked and the way that they had it situated and try to figure out. Because basically what I'm trying to figure out, not so much of whether they got it right or not, but I'm trying to figure out how I could work and help out and we could get a decent check without him having to work 7 days a week. Because he needs a break. Everybody needs a break. A lot of the times they do work 7 days a week and there's nothing they can do about it. But sometimes I know that he would like to take the weekend off or at least Sunday off. And I want to know how many hours do I need to put in order for him to be able to take a day or two off on the weekend or whatever, whenever he needs a break. and it not hurt us. So that's what I'm going to do after lunch. So it's now 12 o'clock. There's your update. And I'll see you later. Okay, so bad news update. The job that Eric was going to go do with his foreman got canceled because something about the Florida-Georgia game, which I don't know if that's today or tomorrow or Sunday, and I'm not sure what that has to do with tonight. Maybe they don't have the money to do it tonight because of the game this weekend, or maybe the Florida-Georgia celebration thing is like an all-weekend type thing. I'm not sure. I've never been, but... So that sucks. This is just how things go. As soon as we think we're okay and we can relax a little bit, something changes. Some new stress. But anyway, it's 1 o'clock. We ate lunch. Talked about it a little bit, and I started watching that movie, Chicago. Have you guys seen this? I don't know about the original or if this is the original, but I did not think that I would like it. I heard people talk about it for years and years and years, and then Eric asked me if I had ever seen it. I was like, I'm not interested. And then he had me watch it one night, and now it's one of my new favorite musicals. That's a pretty good movie. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to tell you guys about that. So, bye. Alright, so I'm not sure that I completely understand yet. I'm gonna have to wait till I get home and I can get Eric's paycheck stubs and make sure that I got all of my math correct. Here's my paper for trying to figure out how all this works. Wish I could take you step by step while I was doing it. But what that means is that I didn't make a dime. They took everything that I made out in additional taxes. I didn't make a dime. I worked 16 hours for absolutely nothing. I'm going to have to explain this to Eric when we get home. And one of two things are going to happen. Either I'm not going to work with them anymore unless they're going to put me on the books, or his boss needs to go about it a different way, because the whole reason we started doing this was to make more money. We're not making any more money. It seemed like it, but once you run the numbers, you realize that if I hadn't worked, he would have made the exact same amount. So that kind of bothers me. I hope he can follow along. You saw all the circles and the boxes and the arrows and stuff, so hopefully I'll be able to explain it to him pretty well. But yeah, that's kind of annoying. Okay, so I talked to Eric. He just came out, and I walked him through everything that I had come up with, and he said that he already realized this. That it doesn't make sense for me to work unless he works exactly 40 hours and then I work about 16 hours. That's the only time it's really going to help us out. So he said that the next time his boss asks him about it, he's going to tell him that it's not helping, and that they either need to put me on the books or I'm just not going to do it anymore, which kind of sucks. And not that I've had a lot of opportunity lately. Alright, just wanted to let you know where everything stands right now. It's almost time to go. It's like 2 something. Not too much longer. Yay! I gotta go by the bank before we go home. And I gotta stress about the landlord coming over because he didn't come over yesterday, and I thought we'd be at another job today so I didn't have to worry about it, and now I do. I'll just hide in the bathroom all day. I mean all evening, so I don't have to worry about it. I'll just take a 3-hour shower. I'm not gonna do that, obviously. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so we just came in from a little metal detecting hunt gig thing. Mosquitoes were really, really bad, so we came back in, but we were only out there for like 10 minutes, and we found this, and we haven't cleaned it. We're waiting to show you guys what it is when we see it. We're excited. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is what it is. $19.40. I'm not sure what the name or what we call these. And we actually have one a little older we got from the flea market. It's got a different face. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't have expected to find this.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Hey guys, good morning. It is Monday. So last we spoke, it was Friday afternoon, I believe. Yes. I did record some things, a video on Saturday at the job that we were at, but Saturday was not a very good day for me. I let some things get into my mind that affected me all day long. And I know better, but sometimes I can't help it. Luckily, I was able to get out of that by the evening time, 5 o'clock. And then you guys saw the coin that we found in our yard. I want to say it's called a Britannia. Well, I know that they have silver Britannias, but I want to say that's a Britannia penny. I can't think of the name for sure. And because we don't have Google, I can't figure it out. Anyway, so we did that. And then I put some video up of the fish tanks to show you guys what we did with the stuff that we found around the yard. I think the tanks look really good, and I think the fish are doing really well. I need to give them another salt treatment, I think, and I've started collecting more clean water to do more water changes and everything. But I think they're looking pretty good, and I think the fish are happy. And if you noticed in the little tank, the 5-gallon, there are babies in there, brand new babies. It is the weirdest thing, because that is the 3rd batch of babies in the last month or so, and there's no males in that tank. So I don't know. I had read somewhere that guppies can continue, they can hold eggs or something and continue to give birth long after males are gone, for like up to 3 months or something like that. But they didn't. The thing is after they had the babies last time, they didn't look pregnant anymore, and then they looked pregnant, and then they had babies, and then they didn't look pregnant. So I have no idea what's going on there, but I like babies, so I'm happy with that. So like I said, it's Monday. We're back out at the job we were at last week. This week they're going to be working days and nights. I know that that's going to be very difficult for Eric, and that sucks, but hopefully it's going to help us out big time to get caught back up. So we did end up talking, or Eric ended up talking to the landlord's wife because he was out hunting, and that's all squared away for now. Now we just got to play catch up. And we're doing okay. Without internet, we're fine. We're still watching Supernatural. And I actually accomplished things yesterday, as did Eric. He stripped almost all the #1 bright copper. And I cleaned out my closet, both of my dressers, and I started on this spare bedroom. I got rid of a huge black construction bag full of clothes. Construction bags are like, I don't know, they're gargantuan. I could fit my entire body in one and still have, we could probably fit 2 to 3 people in a big construction bag. So I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I'm very proud of myself. I also threw a lot of stuff away, clothes that I had been hanging on to, thinking that I was going to be able to fit back into them one day, realizing that it's been almost 10 years since I've been able to fit into them, and it was time for them to go. If they were still in good condition, I'm going to donate them. If they had holes or anything like that, I threw them away. A lot of my PJs had been ripped and stuff. I got rid of that. I got rid of just a lot of junk I was holding on to. So I feel pretty good about that this morning, actually, and I'm looking forward to continuing to do that. And we went metal detecting again yesterday, and I cannot wait to get home to record. I had to get a lot of stuff off of my phone in order to be able to continue to record these videos and things like that. But Eric was metal detecting yesterday, and he stumbled across I guess what used to be a garbage dump in the 2 yards over from ours. And he left because he realized it was all junk, and he went on about his business. But I had to keep digging. I can't speak. There were some pieces of like pottery and things in there that were very interesting to me. And I've always wanted to find an old bottle dump and find old bottles. Well, I would not give up on this hole, and I'm going to show it to you guys. I'm going to show you what I found so far, but I'm going to keep going back there, and I'm going to keep digging it up. And of course, I'll cover everything back up when I'm done. But I found an old quill pen tip, the little piece that you would stick into the thing and write with. That was cool. I found an old thimble that has some writing on the side of it. It's like red and it has writing on it. It says something about God. And then I found an entire intact bottle of whatever Dobson's Silvertone is. And it's just, when I found it, it was laying on a side with Dobson's Silvertone sticking up. And I was just like an archaeologist, just barely dusting the dirt off around. And I was like, please be intact, please be intact, please be intact. And it was. And I'm so excited. And I think there was a couple other things that I found. Oh, a little tiny bottle, like a vial. And both of those were cork tops. So I'm really excited to keep digging in that hole. I just know I'm going to find all kinds of treasures in there. See, I don't just see treasure as silver and gold. I see treasure as things from history. The stuff that people back in the day thought was trash, I consider treasure, and I like it. So I'm really excited to show you guys that. We met our neighbors yesterday, and they're really playful dogs, so that was cool. So, we never did, I told you that after the side job was canceled, so that's all right. But I did receive another payment from someone, from the person that owed me. I think I took that out of the video. I received a payment from someone who owed me some money, so that's going to help us get through this week without having to struggle. So that's good. So we'll be able to put gas in the car, and we'll be able to eat and that, nothing extra, but we'll be able to make it through. So I'm very, 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 very thankful and very relieved. That is a huge help. So it's also Halloween. Happy Halloween to those of you who celebrate, and to those of you who don't. Well, I guess it's just another day. I'm not sure what you guys do, but I am wearing my zombie shirt from when I worked at Busch Gardens. I know you've seen this probably 1,000 times before because I wear it all the time. It's one of my favorite t-shirts. Great minds taste alike. This is my staff t-shirt when I used to work the Howl-O-Scream. We had several of them, and I think most of them got ruined. So this is the only one I have left, and it's one of my favorite t-shirts. And some people say it, and they're like, that's not right. And I'm like, it's a joke. But anyway, so it is almost 11 o'clock, just a little while before lunchtime. And I just wanted to get you guys caught up. I didn't do any recording yesterday. That's a lie. Nope, no, that's not a lie. I didn't do any recording yesterday. But yeah, I'm going to show you the bottles that I found and all the little stuff that I found once I get home. And I'm going to take you over to my little hole in the ground with all the... Oh, another thing was an old Buick hubcap thingamajig. The kind that used to screw on. And it's made out of copper, I think. Maybe brass. But it's made out of something that's not aluminum or steel. So that was cool. Eric said that was from like the 40s or 50s, but we don't have Google, so we have no way to check it. Oh, I did find out that I could sign on to Xfinity, which is the big internet provider around here in cable. Xfinity Wi-Fi, and use it as a guest for an hour as long as I'm in an area where it's an open network and I don't have to sign in. I found that out this morning, so I was able to get on and answer or respond back to 3 comments that were left, and that was it because we had to drive away and I lost the signal and my hour's up. But I'm going to try to find another one, and I'm going to try to hop back on and talk to you guys. And so that's, yeah, I guess that's where we're at right now. So, all right, I miss you. I've been thinking about you guys, but so far, other than missing you guys and not having Google to answer my questions, I'm doing okay without the internet. I do get bored sometimes, but that's all right. Eric is not doing so well. he's having a hard time with this, so but hopefully we'll have the phones back on this Thursday or Friday. And hopefully everything will be okay. All right, I love you guys, and I will see you again later if I have anything else. Otherwise, I'll see you this evening when we get home. No, we're working a second job. I'm not sure when I'll get the footage of this stuff that I found in the hole that I found, but I will. And I'll see you then. All right, love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Hi, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, November 2nd. I have been working with Eric a little. We went to a job where his boss, big boss, was working, and he put me to work. It doesn't hurt for me to work with him. I'm not making really anything, but at least I'm doing something, right? So yesterday after work, Eric went out metal detecting, and I went digging in my hole that I was telling you guys about, where I found that cool old bottle that I still have not shown you. That's my bad, but I did find yesterday, I think 3 or 4 new bottles, but they're smaller sized bottles, and they don't have any writing or anything on them, so I don't really know what they are. And then I found a marble. That's it. I think that's all that I found. Eric found a wheat penny and something else. Let's see. I'm still doing okay without phone and internet. I miss you guys. But I'm alright. But we've been watching Supernatural still. And I've seen a bunch of episodes that I apparently didn't see the first time around. And so it's an even better show. We've been doing water changes on the fish tanks. They're doing pretty good. We got new babies. I think you saw them in one of the clips I put in here. And, excuse me. That's about it. We're just waiting until tomorrow. Eric said he doesn't care what we got going on. We're going out to eat a real meal. We're like really craving some real food, and hopefully we'll be able to get that and get caught up on rent and take care of everything else. I'm gonna go right now because Eric's coming back out here. We have to go to another job, and then we'll be out here again later today. We've been driving all over Jacksonville the last 2 days, but I'm gonna go. I just want to give you an update, and I will try to show you guys the bottles in the hole this afternoon if I can. All right, I love you guys. Bye. Oh. I had a dream last night that Eric's son shot my older son. So I woke up this morning and I was feeling kind of weird, like the residual effects of a dream, but I didn't remember my dream. And I was like, did I have a scary dream? Because, you know, I've been watching Supernatural for 3-4 days now. Did I have a bad dream? You know, what is it that's leaving me with this feeling? And I'm in the shower, and then it pops into my head that, like, right before I woke up, I think I was dreaming that Eric was somewhere. I think my Nana was there. All 4 of my boys were there. And then Eric's son was there. And I'm, like, a little distance away from them, from the boys. And I see Gage, and he's got this little, like, shotgun or rifle or something in his hand. And I see him look down at the gun and then look up at my son. And he just lifts the gun just a little bit, and he shoots my son in the back, like right here. And it just kind of went in right here and came out. It didn't kill him. It didn't even seem to hurt him. And, you know, it's a dream. And then he got this almost like satisfied, like he looked at it like happy, kind of excited, satisfied, almost like he shot him just because he wanted to know what it was like to shoot someone. And I kind of remember trying to tell Eric, you know, because his son was saying that it was an accident. And I remember trying to tell Eric that it wasn't an accident, that I saw him look at the gun, look at my son, shoot him, and then kind of get this, like, ooh, kind of look on his face. And it caused problems between me and Eric because obviously he didn't believe me. And I told Eric that this morning. He goes, yeah, I wouldn't believe you. And I'm like, what? I didn't say that, but I was thinking, what? He's like, you don't want to believe that your kids purposely did something to hurt someone else, you know, especially shooting someone or something like that. And I understand that it would be hard. Thank God it was just a dream, right? Can you imagine? I'd definitely be... Can you tell I'm bored? I haven't had any coffee this morning. And I feel okay. you know, not having my coffee. I'm used to having it and I feel alright, but I still want it. Still want to taste it. Yeah, Eric was talking about us going and getting a good meal tomorrow after work, and I am so excited. First he said Golden Corral, which is a buffet, and it's really good food. The new one that they opened, it's very impressive because the old one sucked. It was just horrible. Some of the food tasted like dish soap. Just know that I want some real food. And then there's, like, I'm craving everything. You know what I miss the most? When we get, you know, when we're going through some poor days, I miss food. I miss real food, good food. I miss food all the time. I took advantage, or I didn't appreciate it when I lived next door to my Nana. We had a real dinner every single night. And usually if I had time to go over and see Papa before he went to work and I went to work, I had a real breakfast every morning. And I miss that. I bought the food, but they always cooked it. Are you crooked? Do you feel like you're crooked right now? I feel like you're crooked right now. How's that? Is that a little better? Or is that crooked? Am I crooked? I don't know. I'd like to do some grocery shopping this week. If not this week, at least next week. Even if it's not much, you know. $20. $15. $10. Just buy some things to stick in the cabinet for, you know. Anyway, so. Oh, I would love some cake. It's been so long since I had cake. Candy. I miss chocolate so much. There's nothing like a Reese's cup. You know, the single little square packs? I don't know why, but those taste different to me. I have triple chocolate cake right now, or just fudge brownies, or, you know, Eric's never had fudge. Like fudge. That's weird. My Aunt Katrina, she used to make it every year for Christmas, homemade. I love food, and I love candy, and I love chocolate, and I love cakes. Guys, in a little while. Bye.